there we go. Okay. Time to touch the tree. I'm gonna let y'all read this again. I'm not wanting to read it again. Do you wish to save you people from the mist? Nah, I don't think I will. After all, it's such a pain. Okay. If you say no, he'll just give a different, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay, I'm not gonna make you go crazy or anything. Okay. The way you assemble everyone here is that you either talk to the village elder or your father. Okay, I think I'll do Cyclone first. And look, we got another attack. We have just enough to do an extra. You blocked way too much of my attacks. Okay. Now I'm gonna show off chain attacks. Chain attacks is where, let's, for instance, do a charging scorch and then slash kick. What you need to do is take the last move on the set and use it as the first move on the other set, and it'll chain it together. That didn't work. That didn't chain it together like it was supposed to. I had enough AP, right? I think so. Green slime. Okay. Let's try this again. I had more than enough AP. Should have been able to do that without any trouble. I must have hit a wrong button. Okay. I did charging scorch. And then try to... I see what I did wrong. Okay. Low, lasso, high. Then I need to do low left. Okay. And that's how you use the chain attack. It will use up more AP, but you do a great deal more damage. Now, before we leave, we need to learn our first spell. The Seru that you find across the world, you can absorb when you do damage to them. If you kill them, you might just be able to absorb them as a spell. And that's where this comes in. That's all your magic skills. I'm sure y'all can hear that in the background. I'm going to have to delete that. There we go, now we learned it. We talk to your father and... What's that? That's a Seru! Now you understand. We must go to the Genesis tree. Alright. We're going to gather everyone up. There we go. Everyone's here now. Simple as that. I wonder if we could just leave. I guess that's no. Good. Harder. Pray harder. All hail the holy broccoli! And you pass out. can't even tell even if you wanted to. It won't let you. It's the only house that ever gets locked. Yeah, you have to try to leave in order to see her. Yep, if you tell her to come home with you, she'll give you this. Very nice equipment. Okay, let's put on that equipment. Yeah, pretty nice. You'll be getting this no matter what you do. But this plus 10% health. 10%. That's pretty good. It'll be good for the rest of the game, pretty much. I think you get something that's better much later on, but it takes a long time. Okay, now we leave. And then go back. That was a bit loud. But by going back and going upstairs, you know what we're going for. Point card. Now how the point card works is that every time you buy something, you get points onto it. And you can use the points in battle as a one-time use. It will, well, not quite one-time use, but when you use it, it empties out all the points in the card and deals that much damage to the enemy. And the maximum that it can hold, 9,999. You can do max damage in one attack. Granted, you only can do it once and then it empties out, but it's still pretty good. Now, I'm not going to bother buying any of this stuff because we'll get it in our travels. But we'll get a few antidotes. Every 20 points you get, every 20 G's that you spend, you get a point. So that means you need to do it in a multiple of 20. Good news is, it looks like everything is like that, so you never have to worry. Healing leaves we already have plenty right now, and dual flight, well, you won't be using that much. It just makes you escape from the dungeon instantly. Not going to be as useful. Now, we start on our travels. We're not going to go far, though. About halfway to the next dungeon, we'll get a free healing point. Now let's show off the spell. Man, this guy's just so slow. He always attacks second. And that was the spell. It does fire damage, which is what is element, and as a result does even more damage than it normally does. You notice that how much damage it does? It's even better than its physical attacks. making it extremely useful in stuff like boss battles to finish off the boss quickly. And the magic even levels up to a maximum of 9. And you level it up by using it. See? Leveled up. So that means you can level it up, it'll get stronger, hitting harder for the same amount of MP, but also grants you additional abilities along with that. Now this is the stopping point. We can heal up for free here, as many times as I want. First, yay, healing point. Yeah, sure, that's what I was going to do anyway. Okay. Well, we have a free healing point that we can use as many times as we want, surrounded by lots and lots of monsters. Do you know what that means? It means it's time to grind. Which means I'm going to stop the video so you don't have to watch me grind for the next hour or so. So, yay for you, and boo for me because I have to deal with the grinding. I hate grinding. Probably... Anyway, see you then.
And we're back. As you can see, I'm now level 5. And my spell is now level 7. So, that's pretty high seeing that the max level of your spell is level 9. But that should make it a lot easier to get through the next dungeon. Which almost made me forget that the guy we're talking to, I think, is a merchant. I don't know if you can buy anything from him right now, though. Let me check. Okay, seems like he won't start selling until after you're done. Trying to drink this milkshake, but I think it's too cold. Gonna have to let it sit for a bit. I think there's a attack that I can do that's 5 moves long. No, his next 5 is one of them that will be skipped. So let's just do this. Oh, another thing about enemies. You can hit too high or too low, missing the enemy entirely. I really want some of my milkshake. Also, the Baron Monastery that you heard them talk about is straight north where Rim Elm is supposed to be. But there's a problem. The water here you can't cross. You need to get rid of the water first. Two of them! Yeah, that's good enough. See how much that easier that is? We took them out in one attack. And all I did was level up 3 times. I was mostly working on leveling up the Seru spell. But once I got to level 5, I decided grinding was enough. Anyway, you see that? It's an item! But you can't get to it because of all the water. You have to close the gate. Which you can't do from here. Well, actually you can do from here, but you need a key. But that item, that's a really good item. And I'll be showing it off once I get it. But look, we get an item right off the bat. And it's a door of light. I don't use doors of light often, but when I do, it's because of a good reason. Okay. Door is locked. You'll be seeing this often. You have to keep finding a key in order to unlock the door to progress further. And there's the key. Yeah, there's an item in there as well. Fawn, take a good look. This is a human possessed by a Seru. I have looked into this person's mind, the same way I spoke to your mind. But the Seru controlling the person's spirit is too strong, and I couldn't make out any words. The only way to return these people to normal is to drive away the mist. We got a skeleton and another Gimard. Let's take out the Gimard first. Yeah, it survived! I'll just do a normal attack. Get more AP out of it, and I knew it was gonna die anyway. Why was I doing that for? I need to do that. Let's try Slash Kick. Such a cool attack. Will you stop hitting me? Let's go into this door first before we go up higher. Darn it, I thought there's an item in here. Okay, never mind. Let's go up north. If you don't grind before you come in here, you'll have a much harder time because it's always 2-on-1. Also recommended you have some healing items. Luckily, I have plenty to get through here. Especially since I grinded out some levels. Let's do something else. Let's do... Charging Scorch. For the most part, you won't see much of a difference in damage. Until I get some more weapons and armor, you won't really see much of a difference in the different hits. Yes, I know you hurt.